Shalom and welcome to the books of prophets. We are in Ezekiel chapter 5. We're going to be starting at verse 1. And you, O mortal, take a sharp knife, use it as a barber's razor, and pass it over your head and beard. Then take scales and divide the hair. When the days of Zeke are completed, destroy a third part in fire in the city. Take a third part and strike it with the sword all around the city, and scatter a third to the wind, and unsheath a sword after them. Take also a few hairs from there and tie them up in your skirt. And take some more of them and cast them into the fire, and burn them in the fire. From this a fire shall go out upon the whole house of Israel. Thus says Yahweh, I set this Jerusalem in the midst of nations, with countries round about her. But you rebelled against my rules and my laws, acting more wickedly than the nations and the countries round about her. She rejected my rules and disobeyed my laws. Assuredly, thus said Yahweh, because you have undone the nations that are round about you, you have not obeyed my laws or followed my rules, nor have you observed the rules of the nations round about you. Assuredly, said Yahweh, I, in turn, am going to deal with you, and I will execute judgment in your midst in the sight of the nations. On account of all your abominations, I will do among you what you have never done, and the like of which will never do again. Assuredly, parents shall eat their children in your midst, and children shall eat their parents. I will execute judgment against you, and I will scatter all your survivors in every direction. Assuredly, as I live, said Yahweh, because you have defiled my sanctuary with all your detestable things and all your abominations, I in turn will shear you away and show no pity. I in turn will show no compassion. 1/3 of you shall die of pestilence or perish in your midst by famine. 1/3 shall fall by the sword around you, and I will scatter 1/3 in every direction, and I will unsheath the sword after them. I will vent all my anger and satisfy my fury upon them, and when I vent all my fury upon them, they shall know that I, Yahweh, have spoken in my passion. I will make you a ruin and a mockery among the nations round about you, in the sight of every passerby. And when I execute judgment upon you in anger and rage and furious chastisement, you shall be a mockery and a derision, a warning and a horror to the nations round about you. I, Yahweh, have spoken. When I loose the deadly arrows of famine against those doomed to destruction, when I loose them against you to destroy you, I will heap more famine upon you and break your staff of bread. I will let loose against you famine and wild beasts, and they shall brave you. Pestilence and bloodshed shall sweep through you, and I will bring the sword upon you. I, Yahweh, have spoken. Chapter 6, verse 1. The word of Yahweh came to me, O mortal, turn your face toward the mountains of Israel and prophesy to them, and said, O mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus says Yahweh to the mountains and the hills, to the streams and the valleys. See, I will bring a sword against you and destroy your shrines. Your altars shall be wrecked, and your incense stand smashed, and I will hurl down your slain in front of your fetishes. I will cast the corpses of the people of Israel in front of the fetishes and scatter your bones around your altars. In all your settlements, the towns shall be laid waste, and the shrines shall be devastated. Thus your altars shall be laid waste and bear the punishment. Your fetishes shall be smashed and annihilated. Your incense stands cut down, and your handiwork wiped out. And the slain shall fall in your midst. Then you shall know that I am Yahweh. Yet I will leave a remnant, in that some of you shall escape the sword among the nations and be scattered throughout the land. And those of you that escape will remember me among the nations where they have been taken captive, how I was brokenhearted through the faithless hearts which turned away from me, and through the eyes which lusted after their fetishes, and they shall loathe themselves for all the evil they committed, and for all the abominable deeds. Then they shall realize it was not without cause that I, Yahweh, resolved to bring this evil upon them. Thus says Yahweh, strike your hands together and stamp your feet and cry, Ah, over all the vile abominations of the house of Israel, who shall fall by the sword, by famine, and by pestilence. He who is far away shall die of pestilence, and he who is near shall fall by the sword, and he who survives and is protected shall die of famine. Thus I will spend my fury upon them. And you shall know that I am Yahweh, when you're slain by among the fetishes about the altars, on every high hill, on all the mountain tops, under every green tree, and under every leafy oak, wherever they presented themselves, orders to all the fetishes. I will stretch out my hand against them and lay the land waste and desolate, and all the settlements from the wilderness as far as Diblah. Then they shall know that I am Yahweh. May the Lord add his blessings and fulfill his promises. In Yeshua's name, Amen.